sports rival, the Milwaukee Bucks, are ready for this thing to get started. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Jrue Holiday.
Here in Philadelphia, it's another home game for the 76ers. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Outside, Green. Fades back. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that one is good.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Shot to stop the run. And Giannis with the layup.
Holiday.
How about Jrue Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Now here's Embiid. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now, Antetokounmpo. Last game we saw him score 32. And the shot is long. Quick start here for the 76ers in this one. It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Serge Ibaka.
And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to a bye.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bounce pass, Holiday. They get a hand on it. Right side, Green. Here's Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Pass to Matthews. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Hill. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 9 points. The rebound by Harden.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Here's Embiid. Pass to Bessie. On the wing, Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the dunk by Embiid.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, just dominating, controlling that spot.
The second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got 8 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 13. Middleton on the wing. Looking to end the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Maxey. Down low. Paulie stop. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Middleton outside.
Chris
Yes,
Middleton.
and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
They grabbed their own miss. Allen for the three. Milwaukee the rebound. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And your experience, Brent, in the front office, has it changed how you view the game in any way?
I think, Kevin, it's a great question, and I'll actually take it beyond the game and talk about the NBA as a product. I think there's so much more respect that I have, the levels to which organizations go to and through in order to put on an NBA season, from what they do in promotions and ticket sales to the lengths they go to provide the players the best opportunity to maximize their potential. So from top to bottom, sort of being behind the curtain in that way, it's allowed me to see some things on some levels that I appreciate so much more, and I'm so thankful for that opportunity.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Pass to Portis. Back to Holiday. Now Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Holiday got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bucks. Over to the wing. Here's Embiid. The 17-footer goes down. 10 points for Joel Embiid.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Philadelphia leading by 10.
And Bobby Portis, an interesting talent. He can play back to the basket. He can play one dribble away. And as a stretch five, if they play small, he's able to knock down threes. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Holiday left side. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Reed. Well, we know Bobby Portis, Brent, has bounced around between teams, but as you said, the shooting has been there.
The shooting has been there, and that's what he came in to the NBA as, a great rebounder, but a great scorer coming in. And now he's finding more confidence in being able to step to the three-point line and let it rip.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jrue Holiday has been a welcome addition to this Bucks team. Chris Middleton said he just knows how to play the game on and off the ball. How to move without it, how to set guys up. He makes the game easier for everybody. He's made them a lot better, guys.
So you make us, David. Thank you for stories like that. That kid, that Jrue Holiday, he is a quality kid. Wonderful character, terrific play. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about that game was the score. In just about every other aspect, they were totally outplayed.
Your Sixers dance team. Your Sixers dance team.
So both teams changing it up here. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. Outside Matthews. A three-pointer is right on target. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
And Holiday throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Bucks trailed by 14. Hill with it. Now defended by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Norrell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 to shoot. Back to Matthews. For 3, Hill. Some solid defense from Harris. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but That last game was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. Ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
And the 76ers making a change here. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Left side, Harris. .46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the 76ers call time here.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Bucks trail by 18. Holiday goes in. Nobody near Allen. And stolen by Cauley Stein. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count that one. Harden's got 8.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And the shot goes in. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Harden, that's good.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
And so it's Philadelphia controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. That'll be a 5-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 20. 20 feet out. Harden can't hit. And here's the fast break. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown. Giannis has got his second bucket of the night.
It is getting scary out there to watch Giannis do what he do.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, with the addition of Jrue Holiday, this Bucks team has gotten even better. Giannis Antetokounmpo said, "We've got a lot of talent and great players. I really believe in this group. As long as we stay healthy, we'll find a way to compete every night and give ourselves a chance." Guys?
David, they're stacked, that's for sure. Thanks. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Philadelphia leading by 16. Pass to Embiid. Over onto Kumbo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
And Embiid drops them both. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And here's Middleton. Over Thibault. Off the left rim and out.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Embiid wide open. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
George Hill.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 5. And stolen by Harris. Pass to Cauley-Stein. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Another miss by Philadelphia. Allen for the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Allen's got 9 points.
I'd like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Back to Harden. Embiid with it. He's got 25.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. And how gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won Most Valuable Player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff.
We're so used to seeing Harden pull up off the dribble, but he's not going to turn down a chance to get off that catch and shoot jumper if it's there.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Kicks it out to Allen. On the wing, Hill. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the middle. Harris. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Allen. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
That one drops for him. Embiid's got 27.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Here's Hill. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Mora. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
You want your point guard to understand when to distribute. George Hill with a great job there.
Harden inside the three-point line. Hill pulls it in.
His touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Mora can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
For three, Hill. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now, here is Harden. Good D by Matthews.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's 18 seconds left for the third. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 16.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. 76ers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And time for the short break, and stay right where... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Inside. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
And they recover it. Pass to Harden. Back to Korkmaz. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Portis.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
It's good.
The assist from
Bucks
James
trailed by
Harden.
21. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Timeout called the 76ers. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And the 76ers call time here. Embiid. Over Allen. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now, Antetokounmpo. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Allen outside. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
From deep, Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 19 points.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
They get the rebound. Allen for three. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Philadelphia with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Harden outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 29 points.
And with an expanding skill set, Embiid is able to hit shots from all over the court.
Timeout called, the Bucks. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
.156 left to play in the final quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he's still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge, can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here.
for the 76ers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. And what a huge standout performance it was
For Joel Embiid.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Here's Embiid. He climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And that's 31 points for Joel Embiid.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Shoots a fader. No good off the back of the rim. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Bucks. And they get it back. Pass to Bembry to stop the run. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Embiid with it. Shoots over Matthews. And again, it's Philadelphia.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but